my manager.
Have it like O'Neal, walking like what's the deal? In rooms, pay one deal. Can you really keep it player? King from my mother. Good gas, low number. Like the old school thunder. Water on me like a plumber.
This one I love that you see. I know that you wanna be me. You claim you're real, but you squealed. If you got status, they call you OG. No dinner table, but shorties for the.
I got the best for the. I used to if I ring. Triple camera then flash. I am the one that you see in magazines.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. The Philadelphia 76ers, they've come in off a good outing against the New Orleans Pelicans, and they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
Yeah, terrific performance, really synced on both sides of the ball.
Well, especially offensively. The chemistry these guys have is infectious, and it really shows.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, it's hard to remember now, but Kevin Love didn't enter the league as a three-point shooter. Yet it's become a cornerstone of his game. And coaches have told him if you're a big man and you can shoot it out there, you're a valuable commodity. Kevin, he has listened, and he is indeed valuable.
Well, in this game today, it's all about court spacing, DA. Thanks for the report. Looking at the midseason numbers for international viewership, Doris, the league is really making an impression around the world.
I know soccer is maybe the biggest sport worldwide, but what has struck me over the last 5 to 10 years is how global a game basketball has become, and the fact that it's one of the fastest growing sports in the entire world. And make no mistake, to me, it's the league that has brought this ability to bring people together with incredible stars who fans can relate to. The one guy that comes to mind, obviously, Steph Curry.
Well said. The vision of the league, to me, is just incredible and unequal. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Cleveland, the forwards are Osman and Love. Clarkson is out there with Sexton, and it's Thompson in at the center position. Here's Osman from deep. And Simmons with the rebound. To the paint. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And guys, really admire how Simmons finds the open man consistently. The vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Here's Clarkson. Here's Love. In the corner, it's Clarkson. That ball's great assist by Love. Clarkson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Outside Butler. Pass to Embiid. Over Thompson. And it's off the back rim. No good. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Clarkson kicks to Sexton. Thompson in the corner. Pass to Sexton. Clock at 6. He doesn't hit that one. Chandler with the defensive effort.
Boy, still not quite in rhythm. Just 1 for 4.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
Well, Thompson's athleticism allows him to finish with power.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 3-point game. Outside Butler. Dishes to Embiid. It's good. Embiid's got his second basket of the game.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Greg, the defense better start to disrupt his rhythm, or it's going to be an awfully long night for them.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, Greg, we know that Kevin does that open up for his team.
I mean, his outlets get the team up and moving in terms of transition faster than probably anyone else could. It's very hard to double Love with the ball, as his awareness and that passing that you mentioned immediately will find the open man. And Love's passing alone is probably worth about 10 extra points a game for his team.
That free throw good from Love.
Well, a big man who can shoot free throws is so critical to a team because you can't get too physical with him. You can run your offense through him late game. Kevin Love brings so much to the table.
Good on both.
You know, watching Kevin Love, he's really got a ton of tools at his disposal offensively. We know he can shoot it. We know he can post it, but his off-ball movement has also improved. Love has molded himself into a dynamic scorer.
Now here's Ross. He picked up 21 points in their last win against New Orleans.
And don't make a mistake, the 3 blocks had a huge impact on the game as well. It really turned the game in their favor. Boy, you cannot leave him alone like that. Good form on the fadeaway jumper.
And with Love and his offensive game, he has even started getting more scores off of cuts.
Yeah, Love has a good sense of timing on when a lane will open up, and often will get matched up with a defender that just isn't as quick as he is. And when everything is clicking for him, he can light it up in a quarter, as we've seen in the past.
Here's Simmons. Banked in off the glass. Simmons got his first bucket of the night.
And what skill from Simmons. A total genius at reading the defense and exploiting them in the paint.
Now here's Thompson. 14 points from him the last game against the Lakers.
The other thing I thought was big, guys, was the incredible night he had on the glass. No one wanted any part of him down there.
Got a piece of it.
Boy, his vertical makes Terrence Ross an A+ shot blocker for his size. This guy, his main duty's on the perimeter, but he'll get his share of blocks.
And so here's Cleveland. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Here's Osman, defended by Butler. Clarkson surveying the floor. Here's Love, and Love throws it down.
You know, just so smart. Kevin Love, tricky, crafty, you name it, he's got it in his game.
Butler on the way. In the game against New Orleans, very impressive. Here's Simmons. The Cavaliers pull it in.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Love trying to break loose. And it's Osman missing.
That's simply not aggressive enough. Needs to show grit and determination, and didn't on that one.
And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's his first foul. Ross against Clarkson. Ross passes to Butler. To the middle. Rocket 6. Here's Embiid. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 4 rebounds in this game. Down low. And the rejection by Embiid. And the pass to Ross. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Love.
Well, you think about the Cleveland Cavaliers journey last season. It was filled with so many ups and downs. They ultimately end up as the 4th seed, and it didn't matter. They still get to the NBA Finals.
And of course, Doris, the Cavs were the 4th seed last season, but still came out of the East.
Yeah, but Kevin, it was clearly a team that had to adjust early in the year to the loss of Kyrie Irving. And then they had to readjust again with the reshuffling of players at the trade deadline. Somehow it all comes together, and they secure a 4th straight trip to the NBA Finals. Incredible journey.
Thompson against Embiid. Osman kicks to Sexton. Shot clock at 6. And shot on the way. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Both these teams are beneficiaries of tremendous coaching. Both have high hopes for the season. I expect to...
Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Thompson finds Love. Cleveland moving it around. Sexton with it. Chandler on him. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
This has been absolutely brutal. Missed every shot this quarter. He needs to keep his head up and keep working.
Pass to Ross. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Well, what an excellent finish by Terrence Ross. The defense giving him a very hard time, but he was determined.
David struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And despite the outcome, I think they'll feel a little better about that game. There are a lot of positives that they can take away from that performance.
Well, you hope they learn from the experience, and it's a shame it had to come at the expense of a loss because they did play well enough to win.
Dinwiddie's checked in for the 76ers. Shabazz Napier comes in for Wilson Chandler. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Henson's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Nance comes in for Kevin Love. Rodney Hood's checked in for Jetty Austin. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Here's Smith. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And it's Butler missing.
Boy, that's high impact defense in the lane, standing tall to deny the easy bucket.
Butler against Hood. The putback. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. The 76ers leading by 3. Pass to Embiid. Inside. Here's Simmons. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
I love to see them pound it inside like that, not settling for the perimeter shot.
Now here's Sexton. Napier covering. Passes it to Hood. The Cavaliers again can't hit. 76ers have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. And it's Simmons, that time on the assist by Butler. Now it's a 7-point 76ers lead. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Smith the pass to Hood. Over Butler. Hood gets the bucket. Hood's got his first basket of the night.
Not easy to defend the height and size that Rodney Hood brings to the 2-guard position. The rise and fire in the face of pretty good defense.
Now here's Napier. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Simmons kicks to Napier. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Embiid. That one a little long.
Boy, I'll tell you, he has plenty of space, but it looked like a little bit of a hitch in that release.
And it's blocked by Simmons.
And don't forget about the long reach that Simmons possesses. He uses it exceptionally well on defense to come away with blocks like that.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And straight isolation basketball, Doris, something we used to see a lot more. But for a guy like James Harden or Steph Curry, that's still a very viable option.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I mean, if you've got the likes of LeBron James or Kevin Durant or Chris Paul, guys who are able to create their own offense, to me, you want to take advantage of that skill set. It's about what your personnel strengths are. So can you surround a great creator with the shooters necessary? Because if you do, all of a sudden as a defense, there's a price to pay if you're going to help off, right? Because somewhere, some way, the best offensive talent is going to showcase its skill.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. Mike Muscala is checked in for Simmons. The 76ers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
Now, here's Sexton. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Lakers. In the corner, Smith with it. Outside Hood. To the paint. And then slams it in.
I really admire the presence of mind from Rodney Hood. He's terrific at realizing when one of his teammates is wide open.
Now here's Napier. He's tightly guarded. Butler feeling it out a bit. He kicks to Embiid. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists tonight.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Smith on the wing. Back to Henson. And John Henson with the slam.
Just terrific vision right there from Smith to keep the ball moving for a score.
1:30 left to play in the first quarter. Napier kicks to Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
You know, that's why we say move without the basketball. You'll be rewarded.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. 76ers getting the bucket. Oh, Nance in position. Out to Smith. The three-pointer is right on target. Smith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Napier with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Outside Butler. And it's blocked.
Larry Nance twice on the pipe says no, sir.
And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul. Five seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Smith dishes to Henson. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
I'll tell you, that's an assist that shows great sense for where his teammates want to move.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
And here's Napier. His last outing, he had 8 points. Shamet. His 3-pointer is off the mark. A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for Philadelphia. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Right back after this break. Jimmy Butler, a hard worker on the floor and off the court as well, possesses a unique individuality.
I worked extremely hard to get where I am today, so whenever you walk to my house, you see a really big, some may call it obnoxious, boombox aquarium, but I love music. I don't really watch too much TV. It's always music, so it's just another thing to remind me, continue to be who you are, just have fish inside of it.
A boombox aquarium, huh? Points for originality, Greg.
Butler, not shy, breaking from convention, beats to the rhythm of his own drum.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
Well, the commitment is evident, and they are simply phenomenal at their aggression on the defensive end right now.
So on the floor for Cleveland, Sexton and Smith are the guard tandem. Rodney Hood out there with Nance, and it's Henson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here's Sexton. Kicks to Henson. He dishes it to Hood. Pulls up. It's good from the top of the key.
But Kevin, I think Rodney Hood does such a good job using his size to create good opportunities in the pick and roll situation. He's got a really good feel.
Now here's Napier. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Smith's running. And slam dunk by Henson.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Yeah, a big change of possession in a tight ball game. We'll see if they've seized the momentum.
Here's Muscala. The Cavaliers making the shot. 6 to shoot. Shamet. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way.
Boy, Larry Nance Jr. showed last season he can be a productive starter. He has always been efficient and complements a lot of different players. The very definition of a high flyer, Larry Nance, my goodness.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hat. Here's Napier. Larry Nance making his last shot. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Well, for Larry Nance Jr., so much of what he brings Doris to a lineup is energy.
Right, Kev. He's an igniter, right? That hustle and coming up with timely plays is what he is known for.
Terrence Ross is checked in for Philadelphia. And then for Cleveland, Love checked in for Nance. Osman comes in for Rodney Hood. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Sexton.
You know, guys, Smith not just a three-point threat. Very capable of doing work in the mid-range.
And there's the pass to Ross. Over Love. The 76ers with another miss. Cleveland with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Now, here's Clarkson. Not a lot of room. To the inside. Love in the post. He's covered by Muscala. And that one's good. Love.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Locker room presence, one of the aspects that gets overlooked by fans, but Doris, not by coaches. And there are some players who have that presence.
You know what, Kevin? And this can take the shape of a lot of different things. So one guy that comes to mind is Sean Livingston. Always calm, always about team. Thaddeus Young is not a name necessarily that is at the top of everybody's best player list, but anyone who's ever coached Thad Young believes in his ability to affect positively a locker room. Then you have those guys who maybe are going to challenge you a little bit more, but ultimately are good for the team. And I would cite Draymond Green, who will call out a teammate if necessary, push them to greater heights. You need both kinds, I think, Kevin, in your locker room.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, since the rise of the Warriors, we've seen a fair amount of soul-searching by the league's other contenders. There is incredible pressure to shake things up. Now, sometimes it can elevate a team, but we have often seen it also can tear a team apart.
It can be fragile for sure. David, thank you so much. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's Osman. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Love can't hit. The 76ers trail by 5. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Cleveland.
Clarkson kicks to Love. Thompson inside. Johnson's there. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, there are several ways that Thompson can be a factor on the offensive end, and he is still adding to that arsenal.
Pass to Ross. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Oh, boy, that's 2 on him now. And if he gets a third foul before halftime, his playing time is going to have to be limited for a bit.
Smith against Ross. Smith feeling it out a bit. Pass to Clarkson. To the middle. 5 on the clock. Good. That's now 8 points for Love.
Really good execution by Jordan Clarkson. As a coach, you're always looking to maximize your team's consistency. That's good offense.
Passes it to Chandler. Here's Korkmaz. Ross on the wing. And the rejection by Smith. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. They get it again. In the corner, it's Clarkson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
You love that they're making their presence felt on the defensive end. You can't afford to be careless with this team.
And Simmons, he's checked in for Ross.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
I think, Greg, he just has to get them on the same page. With this kind of lax defensive effort, something has got to change.
The 76ers trail by 9. Shamet covered by Smith. Simmons against Clarkson. Ben Simmons.
So what an incredible effort from Simmons, using his length so well when he's hitting the boards.
And stolen by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
And so it's Cleveland with it. 76ers getting the bucket. Thompson with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Amir Johnson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Here's Thompson. 6 points for him. Clarkson, well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Clarkson's got 5.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And there's the pass to Korkmaz. Lets it go with a 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Now, here's Clarkson. He's got 5. And it's blocked by Simmons. To the middle. It's taken away by Smith. Here's Osman. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got his 5th assist in this one.
You know, I think the defense is thinking, I don't have to guard him on the line, but that's just a matter of whether he can knock it down, and he does.
Now here's Simmons. 23 points for him the last game against New Orleans.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide open shots.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now Smith. Thompson outside. Well, and Tristan Thompson, someone who has fallen off greatly in production, Doris, the last few seasons.
Right. Tristan Thompson at his best is a guy who scores efficiently, but really his defense and rebounding are what he's got to hang his hat on.
Sexton, he's checked in for Smith. He hits the 2nd from the line.
Thompson knows he needs to keep working on that free throw shot. It definitely needs improvement. Clarkson against Simmons.
And Butler, here we go. And Embiid throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Cleveland leading by 4. Sexton kicks to Clarkson. Chandler against Love. Back to Clarkson. Pass to Sexton. Trying to get open is Thompson. And another miss by Cleveland. And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. He feeds it to Chandler. Outside for Simmons. Clock at 4. And it's off from three-point range. Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here's Sexton. Thompson passes to Sexton. And the rejection by Embiid. And it's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. And Philadelphia making a change here. Napier's checked in. Cleveland also making some changes. Nance comes in for Kevin Love. And Hood subbed in for Clarkson. And the Cavaliers call time here.
Hey, guys, you know you never run out of things that you can improve upon.
I think, Greg, it's important to keep that hunger, right? You're always striving to get better and to change things up.
Here's Thompson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, what are some of the positives that Tristan Thompson's play brings to the team?
Still a very efficient scorer on the shots that he does take. And he lives mostly inside the paint. And still a strong offensive rebounder. But his days of being a threat on the offensive end as the game has evolved seems to kind of gone away.
Now here's Napier. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Butler goes in, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
That's an example to me of the attack mindset of Jimmy Butler. Puts it on the deck, draws contact. Simple.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And so Butler nails both of them.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Oh, Nance in position.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
Pass to Nathan. Over to the left wing. Inside, stolen by Thompson. Here's Osman, defended by Butler. And that one's good. Osman.
And this is why you work the ball inside, right? To get the easiest shot possible.
The 76ers trail by 8. Simmons with it. He's got 10. Here's Napier. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. Now, here's Sexton. Napier covering. The drive by Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Boy, nice effort from Thompson there. Finishes the drive with the hammer slam.
This is it to Napier. There's 1:40 left now here in the second. Back to Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Embiid. Out of hand on it.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Good kicks to Sexton. Now the pass to Thompson. So the wing on the left. From the baseline. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And it's Butler with the jam.
Boy, how about the quick hops to power through that throwdown? That is really nicely done.
Cleveland leading by 8. Thompson outside. Over to the wing. Now, here's Sexton. He's guarded closely.
On a pretty good day for them so far, his shooting has been one of the tough spots.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Outside Hood, and there's the call on Joel Embiid. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. The Cavaliers have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
The 76ers making a switch here. Muscala's checked in, and Cleveland also making a change. Henson's checked in. Here's Dinwiddie, covered by Hood. Knocks it loose. Simmons finds Muscala. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. The shot missing. And so we conclude the first half. Cavaliers lead by 10. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Here with Brett Brown. Now, Coach, it seemed like you guys came out a little flat. How do you get some energy for the second half?
You just got to go with the people that have energy. I feel like we are not the aggressors. We have to do whatever we're going to do through our defense, and so far it's been poor.
Brett, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. One half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. They never got too far behind, as their largest deficit in the period was 8. With an excellent team performance in the second quarter, they were able to push ahead, scoring easily and defending with a lot more intensity, pushing out to a 10-point lead here at the half. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
Well, Kenny should appreciate this. I love the ball movement. They were in sync as a unit, and their assist numbers were impressive. Anytime you get 5 players working together like that instead of one guy doing it alone, there's always going to be a boost. That's the primary reason.
On Philadelphia.
Well, I think their problem is rebounding, Ernie. You know, when you're trying to come back in a game, every possession counts because each possession can turn into points, and you need to cut that deficit quickly.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
A statue of William Penn at the top of City Hall, welcoming you back to the historic city of Philadelphia. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
I think you can look to specifically the patience and the shot creation. Really solid effort.
And it's the 76ers with the ball, trailing by 10. Jimmy Butler is out there with Wilson Chandler. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then it's Mike Muscala, and it's Ross in at the 2 spot. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half. Muscala dishes to Ross. Love grabs the board. Love's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Now, here's Sexton. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Back to Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Sexton's shot is good.
You know, the timing, the rhythm. I'm a big fan of when Sexton can just catch and shoot.
Pass to Ross. Back to Simmons. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Absolutely perfect start to the half, setting the tempo right away with an easy opportunity at the cup.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul. Embiid, he's checked in for Mike Muscala. Now, here's Sexton. Guarded by Simmons. Kicks it out to Love. Trying to get open is Thompson. And there's Love. That's good on the assist by Sexton. Love's got the lead up to 12 now for the Cavs. Outside Butler. Fires the three. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Sexton with it. Now Chandler defending. Love with the bucket. Love's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Marvelous start to the second half. 3 for 3.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Butler passes to Simmons. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
I'll tell you, he's been one area they haven't had to worry about tonight. He's been scoring at will.
Now, here's Sexton. T right on him. He kicks to Love. Pass to Clarkson. From deep three-point range. And Simmons with the rebound.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Passes to Butler. Ross against Clarkson. The pass to Simmons. Over Sexton. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Simmons.
And the variety that Simmons offers is huge. It's pretty much pick your poison with him.
Now, here's Sexton. Guarded by Simmons. Sexton's shot is good.
80% shooting to start the third. 4 for 5.
And the 76ers call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Well, in this age of NBA analytics, we love layups and threes. Jimmy Butler, he'll give you both.
Here's Love. No good on the shot. Good D by Embiid. The 76ers trail by 9. For 3, Ross. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
I'll tell you, if he keeps missing shots, it's going to be a tough night to try to trim this lead.
Simmons finds Ross. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And Ross with the slam.
You can see Terrence Ross call for the pick and roll, Kevin, and he makes it work. That's good leadership from him at the offensive end.
The Cavaliers leading by 7. At the elbow, it's Thompson. Pass to Clarkson. And Sexton has it in the corner. Knocks down the step-back J. Sexton's got 8.
A dangerous scorer from mid-range. Sexton loves to take that shot when he gets it in rhythm.
And, of course, Colin Sexton. His college team once had to finish a game with only 3 players.
Yeah, and he scored 40 that night. I mean, almost led him to a victory. He loves to play under the bright lights, brings great energy and enthusiasm every night.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 16. No good from Ross.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Here's Clarkson. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Well, Jordan Clarkson loves the offensive end, and he's in the flow on that drive. That's nice.
Outside Butler. Pass to Ross. To the paint, stolen by Thompson. Now, here's Sexton. He's guarded closely. Love trying to break loose. Goes back up. And the layup good by Sexton. Sexton's got 8 points in the quarter.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Butler kicks to Simmons. And the layup falls. He's got 18.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
Smith outside. That shot missing. Nice D from Chandler. And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. Got that one up quick. Ross has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the 76ers. Timeout called, Cleveland. Indoors last summer, we saw the inaugural season of the NBA 2K League. Over half the league's franchises fielding teams. It looks to be the start of something very special and very unique.
No doubt, Kevin. And the NBA has always been an organization at the forefront of embracing technology. And the reality is there is a huge market for this. The younger generation gets just as excited with how their virtual home team is doing in the standings. Big things on the horizon for the NBA 2K League, and you better not square up against me, Kev. You got no shot.
Oh, okay. I've recorded that comment. Now here's Simmons. He's guarded close. Outside Butler. Feeds it to Embiid. Cavaliers with the rebound. Henson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Smith kicks to Hood. Smith outside. To the inside. And then slams it in.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Butler passes to Embiid. Inside. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Good work there as it goes. Embiid's got 17 now.
Well, there is clearly a size mismatch, and from the mid-range, there's no way that shot's going to be blocked.
Poke loose. Butler with the steal. Here's Simmons. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Boy, as aggressive as he's been hitting all these shots, they're still behind.
And that one misses.
And the athleticism that Simmons has is downright unreal. Just a remarkable talent who has the potential to be one of the all-time greats.
And here are the Cavaliers now. The 76ers trail by 9. Outside Butler. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rodney Hood. That's foul number 2 for him. Kicks it to Butler. Down low. Here's Embiid. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Simmons.
And the passion Sexton plays with is so impressive. When he gets after it on defense, this kid is fun to watch.
Smith against Butler. Pass to Sexton. Back to Smith. Lets it go from deep. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Another miss. this by Philadelphia.
And they continue to control the glass.
Hood, the pass to Sexton. To the middle, and stolen by Simmons. And now here comes Simmons, leading the break. Offensive rebound. The second chance effort, and Henson sends it back. Here's Korkmaz. Offline with his three. The Cavaliers leading by 9. And here's Sexton. He's got 10. He kicks it to Smith. Shot clock at 6. It's tipped. Butler with the steal. The pass to Korkmaz. Here's Simmons. Good work there as it goes. Simmons got 12 points here in the second half.
The incredible focus of Simmons. Nothing gets to this guy, even when he's getting bodied by the defense.
Now, here's Sexton. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They need this one. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
They're fortunate to be in front, given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
Such a wide open look. Now just a 4-point Cavalier lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
As to Henson. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. And here's what Cleveland's schedule is looking like. On Saturday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Houston Rockets. And then on Monday, the Minnesota Timberwolves will come into town.
And for that game against the Thunder, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
Hood kicks to Sexton. Shoots over Embiid. And Embiid with the block.
And they may want to work on getting more high percentage shots. They have the lead, but the three-point shots haven't been falling for them like they were in the first half. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Sexton, the pass to Hood. Now Sexton. Pass to Henson. Outside Hood. From beyond the arc. Connects from three-point range. Hood's got 9.
Quick trigger from Rodney Hood. He takes no time getting the shot off after the catch.
Here's Simmons. 22 points for him. Embiid inside. And good. That's a friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Embiid's got 19 points. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Cleveland ahead, up by 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Cleveland leading by 3, and Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Osman outside at 3 with Nance down at the power forward spot. Sexton is out there with Hood, and it's Henson in at the 5 spot.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Now here's Napier. Passes it to Korkmaz. Here's Dinwiddie. 6 on the shot clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
There has to be an awareness of where the shot clock is, and Spencer Dinwiddie outstanding, beating the buzzer.
Now, here's Sexton. Napier covering. Nance finds Henson. The shot's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
Well, to me, that's the next step for Larry Nance. This guy is so unselfish, but we don't yet know how good a facilitator he can become.
Here's Dinwiddie. The pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Sexton dishes to Hood. Kicks it to Henson. Here's Sexton. It's deflected. Napier feeling it out a bit. Pass to Muscala. Inside. Here's Dinwiddie. Defended by Henson. Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Napier. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Embiid inside, covered by Nance.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Yeah, that's a surprising miss, Greg. I have a feeling if they get that shot again, they'll knock it down next time.
Now, here's Sexton. After the miss from Joel Embiid. And Nance slams it in.
Well, Larry Nance taking his time in the spotlight, a featured role for a guy who's really starting to improve.
Dinwiddie by Hood. Dinwiddie gets to Embiid. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Embiid's got 24 points.
That's a huge three-pointer. He'd love to become a go-to guy for them here in crunch time.
Yeah, and when he gets going, he adds another dimension to their offense that can make a huge difference when the game's on the line.
Now here's Hood. Here's Osman. Releases. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 11 rebounds in the game to take the lead. It doesn't go for him. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Osman kicks to Sexton. Passes to Nance. Fires from 14. Misses off the right eye.
Boy, terrific defense to impact the shot, not giving him any space at all.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
Now Sexton. Here's the pass to Osman. To the middle. Here's Nance. From 13 feet, it goes down. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Timeout called the 76ers.
And if you're sensing a concern, best thing you can do is call timeout.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt. You've got to get this game under control. I think he sees some adjustments he can make.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Chandler comes in for Joel Embiid, and Terrence Ross is subbed in for Korkmaz. Cleveland also making some changes. Tom Zinni's checked in for John Henson. Kevin Love comes in for Larry Nance. And it's Clarkson in for Rodney Hood. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Brett Brown's huddle with his team. He got into him pretty hard. He said, we are being way too soft in there. We need some toughness, and I need some defense. No more easy baskets. Pretty strong words.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Everyone knows, if you don't box Kevin Love out, he is taking the board.
That free throw good from Kevin Love.
And Jordan Clarkson is a player who is looking for his shot whenever he gets the ball. Can distribute enough, but it isn't his top priority. Very dangerous when left alone outside.
Now here's Napier. Ross with it. And Ross with the slam.
Well, Terrence Ross's game lends itself to a dunk waiting to happen. This guy is tremendous as an athlete.
And with Clarkson as good as he is outside, Greg, he prefers to shoot off the dribble than on the catch.
Yeah, and it's why Clarkson gets labeled a high volume, low efficiency guy. Terrific on catch and shoot chances. I think if he played more towards his strengths, he could put together a career year.
Napier. And a miss there on the triple. Cleveland leading by 5. Wide open. And he overshot that one, missing.
I'll tell you, they've had to look elsewhere for their scoring, and they've gotten it. This guy has had very little impact on the game offensively.
Sexton the pass to Osman. It's deflected. And now Philadelphia on the break. Poked away. And Muscala kicks to Dinwiddie. Pass to Ross. On the wing. It's good.
When the mid-range is working for Terrence Ross, he's going to create problems. It's just a matter of can he do it consistently, Kev.
Now here's Love. Back to Clarkson. Now here's Sexton. He's covered closely. Fires for 3. And Napier pulls it down.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Ross on the wing. Pass to Napier. Back to Muscala. Stolen by Thompson. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's Osman. Right wing. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
First 3 of the half. Second of the game. Can he heat up?
Napier finds Muscala. And that one, good.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Cleveland leading by 4. And here's Clarkson. Missed inside. Still anybody's game at this point.
And no question, this is when you really have to have trust on the floor with each possession.
Wow, how about the explosiveness of Terrence Ross? What great acceleration on the effective drive.
Here's Clarkson. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Can't hit from 12. Passes it to Chandler. He kicks it to Dinwiddie. To tie it up. And the layup is good. Dinwiddie's got the game tied up here for Philadelphia. Cleveland's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Sexton dishes to Clarkson. Now the pass to Sexton. The trade. But they get it back. Here's Love. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
That's the activity of Kevin Love that I simply admire. This guy bails them out of a lot of possessions, and he doesn't allow them to come up empty.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Kevin Love with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Love.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Now here's Simmons. Left side, Butler. Back to Simmons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Baseline J on the way. That one wide left. Butler passes to Embiid. Over Thompson. That one is good from Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 11 points here in just the second half. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Sexton kicks to Love. Pass to Sexton. On the wing, Thompson. Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's Osman. By Simmons for 3. And it's Osman missing.
He had a make from downtown in the first half, but no threes since then.
Ross with a wide open look. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 6 assists now in the game. Cavaliers trailing. Now here's Sexton. Looking to get back on track here, and it's blocked by Simmons. Here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
You can see it from the moment he caught the basketball. Jimmy Butler delivers again.
1:56 left here in the fourth quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Love. Not going to go that time. Chandler with the defensive effort. Philadelphia with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so that free throw good from Ross. 1:37 left to play here in the fourth. Left side, Love. Pass to Clarkson. Back to Love. That's tipped. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Passes it to Ross. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. And now a 10-point 76ers lead.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
Now here's Love. The shot by Thompson, no good.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
Love against Simmons. Outside Chandler. Back to Simmons. 5 on the clock. It's Chandler high post. Outside for Simmons. Off target from three-point range.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And another miss by Cleveland. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Embiid. No good off the back of the rim. Here's Sexton. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And it's important Sexton makes those. The more he hits from outside, the more the floor will open up.
So Philadelphia wins it. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldrich, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.